Choosing the perfect state to call home involves weighing numerous factors, from job opportunities and cost of living to quality of life and access to amenities. We're all about finding the perfect place to call home. And today we're revealing the top 20 states to live in the U.S. for 2024. Do you know the last 3? Watch to the end to find out. Number 1. Wisconsin. The state of Wisconsin has a cost of living that is 10% lower than the national average, primarily as a result of the affordable real estate that is available in the state. When compared to the national average of $374,000, the median price of a home in this area is $230,000. The state produces 3 million pounds of cheese every year, and there are 600 different kinds of cheese. This state in the Midwest, which is commonly referred to as America's Dairyland, is also the home of the 3rd most successful football team in the country, making it a paradise for people who are passionate about football. Number 2. New York. Beyond the 5 boroughs of New York City, the Empire State is a much larger and diverse place. One of the greatest places to live if you enjoy live music, art, and culture is this large state with a rich history and innumerable picturesque locations. Northern Virginia is well known as a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts and hikers due to its proximity to a breathtaking section of the world-famous Appalachian Trail. The FBI reports that compared to the rest of the country, New York State's crime rate is significantly lower. We do remember when the state of New York had a terrible reputation due to the criminal activity in New York City. But that has long since faded. Number 3. Oklahoma. Some individuals may argue against this low ranking because, at the very least, Oklahoma offers a decent amount of variety. The Panhandle extends and gently meets New Mexico, while the southern edge provides an ideal setting for immersing oneself in the captivating world of Larry McMurtry novels. In addition to affordable homes, the cost of necessities such as gas, groceries, and utilities in Oklahoma is also very reasonable. That translates to having extra money for the things that truly count, such as attending thrilling OKC Thunder games, enjoying hilarious comedy shows, taking more frequent vacations, and creating lasting memories with your loved ones at one of the 38 beautiful Oklahoma state parks. Number 4. Delaware. Delaware's nickname, the First State, dates back to its early days as one of the 13 colonies. It was the first state to ratify the United States Constitution, and thus, technically, the first state in the Union. Historic homes, lighthouses, and museums abound in the state, providing an up-close look at our country's founding not far from home. Delaware is located in the Mid-Atlantic region, making major East Coast destinations such as Philadelphia, New York City, and Washington, D.C. easily accessible if domestic travel is part of your retirement plans. When you retire in Delaware, you will be able to enjoy the beautiful scenery and small-town charm, rather than the noise and the hustle and bustle that comes with living in one of the larger cities. Number 5. Vermont. One of the most alluring states in America is Vermont, which is located in New England. The name means Green Mountain State in English, but there is a true spectrum of colors all year round because summer turns to fall and winter turns to spring. Vermont is a lovely and tranquil state because of this, but it also has its own distinct vibe, with a welcoming small-town vibe that you'll find everywhere you go. When you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life, but are still close enough to enjoy a little city life every now and then, Vermont could be the perfect place for you. Number 6. Idaho. The Gem State is an apt description of Idaho, and after you've been there, you'll see why. Many native Idahoans would claim that the state's scenery is more valuable than any of its jewels or other natural assets. Nonetheless, the state's economic opportunities will entice you regardless of your level of interest in wildlife. The alcohol laws are also a little bit out of date, and there isn't much diversity in terms of religion, culture, or ethnicity. We still think it's possible with some work to meet some wonderful friends. Number 7. Rhode Island. Rhode Island is rich in history and culture, which contributes to the state's vibrant cultural scene. Among the many ethnicities represented here are Italians, French, Irish, Portuguese, Puerto Ricans, Chinese, Guatemalans, and many more. If you're looking for activities in a relatively small state, you'll be pleasantly surprised. A lot of it is due to the fact that every city has a wealth of history. Museums devoted to art and science coexist with those that detail the region's rich history. There are many other attractions to visit besides museums, such as theaters and galleries. Number 8. Utah. The state's beautiful landscapes, low crime rate, and high quality of life are its defining characteristics. With similar weather and access to stunning mountains, Utah is a more affordable alternative to neighboring Colorado. You will be pleasantly surprised by Salt Lake City if you visit Utah in search of a lively social scene. Attracting affluent people with lots of disposable income, the Sundance Film Festival boosts the state's economy every year. This is the spot for you if you love watching movies or trying to spot famous people. Number 9. Montana. Montana is like Alaska on brunch, with massive Rockies, massive lakes, 4 distinct seasons, and 2 of the world's most breathtaking national parks. A piece of Yellowstone on the southern border, and the broad shoulders of Glacier at the very top. The sky isn't any bigger here than anywhere else. The only difference is that the surrounding landscape is better defined by the mountainous contours. However, what you are given are expansive and numerous open areas. Montana is a treasure trove of natural beauty, and you might just be able to claim a large expanse, ideally accompanied by a soothing hot spring, as your own. Number 10. Massachusetts. If you can make it through the dreadful winters in Massachusetts, you'll be rewarded with some of the most picturesque summers in the country. The state is well known not only for its balmy summers, but also for its stunning and colorful fall foliage. Look up fall in Massachusetts on Google right away if you still don't believe us. You'll see what we mean. Massachusetts is an attractive location to live because of its exceptional educational system, which in turn benefits the state's vibrant culture, progressive population, and breathtaking natural scenery. There is a wide variety of cuisine to choose from because the state is famous for its specialties, especially shellfish. Number 11. Illinois. Illinois offers a pretty affordable cost of living. The cost of living is higher in Chicago, but it gradually drops as you move farther from the city. Moving to a different part of Illinois could put you closer to Chicago, one of the biggest cities in the U.S. This stunning metropolis is perfect for adventurers and sight-seekers alike, with a plethora of exciting things to do and see. O'Hare International Airport, which provides direct flights to numerous domestic and international destinations, is conveniently located near Chicago for those who live nearby. Number 12. Kentucky. This state and its accents seem to vacillate between the Midwest, the South, and Appalachia from a cultural perspective. It doesn't care where it is geographically because it ruins the best parts of all those places. The East's Pocky Hollers and mountain views, the West's 40-mile-long Mammoth Cave, and the East's abundance of grassy hills. The locals claim they can make out a glint of blue in the grass, which is why the grass is called bluegrass. Any shade makes you want to pause and be amazed. Number 13. New Hampshire. Approximately 1.36 million people call New Hampshire, often known as the Granite State, their home. The state is situated close to the Canadian border. Wide, pristine forests, towering mountains, and thriving cities all contribute to the tremendous character of this small state. There are many places to find peace and quiet in New Hampshire, which is a state that is both beautiful and new. Living here can be a welcome change of pace for those who find themselves constantly surrounded by people. Number 14. Arkansas. Being a hermit kingdom has its advantages. If you're not interested in rice fields, swamps, pastures, and the same fungible pine forests found in Georgia and Mississippi, then the southeastern half of the state probably isn't for you. Hot springs, creeks, and gullies, as well as hills that hide caves, are to be found as you head north. The Buffalo River is one of the few significant American rivers that has remained largely undammed since it was first designated as a national river. In the southwestern Ouachita Mountains, nature abounds in its pocked splendor, and tiny towns offer gas stations where you can stock up on supplies for floating or camping. Number 15. North Dakota. North Dakota is not for everyone, but if you're looking for a peaceful prairie paradise with low crime, easy access to housing, short commutes, and affordable living, it's a great choice. With a low unemployment rate, plenty of job opportunities, and a top-notch educational system, North Dakota is a great place to live. Although oil, natural gas, and agriculture still dominate the state's economy, technology and industry have been rising stars in recent years. In addition, people don't have to shoulder an intolerable financial burden, so the cost of living is reasonable. If these characteristics are combined, then everyone should be able to succeed in life. Number 16. Nevada. For the most part, when people think of a road trip to California, they picture Las Vegas and the "let's floor it" part. The majority of this state is so plain and dusty that nuclear tests were once conducted here undetected by the public. However, the standout features stretch from surprising to indiscernible. A stunning sanctuary of striated sandstone and limestone Red Rock Canyon is only a short Uber ride away from the Las Vegas Strip. A scenic detour along Interstate 80 will take you through the charming Ruby Valley, a small mountain range. Number 17. New Jersey. You should pay attention to New Jersey if you haven't already done so. People from all over the globe flock to this East Coast gem for its diverse landscapes, exciting recreational opportunities, world-class schools and hospitals, and more. If you value farm-to-table cuisine, this is a fantastic place to call home because it consistently ranks among the top producers of fruit and vegetables in the country. Additionally, 4.5 million people are securely employed in New Jersey because of the abundance of corporations with offices or bases in the state. Number 18. West Virginia. Even if you don't intend to drive there, the experience of passing through it will be unforgettable. West Virginia is home to America's newest national park and a popular destination for base jumpers due to its breathtaking gorges. The landscape is characterized by undulating hills and rivers that cascade down limestone. The Monongahela National Forest is a perfect example of the rugged, forested landscape that children from Maine to Missouri used to play in. An often overlooked region of the nation evokes the finest features of the continent's eastern half. Number 19. Texas. Images of sprawling cities like Dallas, high-rise ranches and farms, enormous barbecues, and cowboy boots immediately come to mind whenever the word Texas is brought up. Big is a descriptor for almost everything in Texas, though. Texas is known for its enormous highways, portion sizes, shopping centers, and houses. The affordable housing in Texas makes it possible to live well on a relatively modest salary, which is another reason why the state is attractive. Housing costs are 59.1% lower here compared to California. Perhaps that's why Austin is suddenly so popular. Number 20. Wyoming. Even Wyoming's most stunning natural attractions like the Grand Tetons, which boast some of the country's most breathtaking vista points, are overshadowed by neighboring Yellowstone National Park. However, if your sole exposure to Wyoming has been through Jackson Hole and Interstate 80, you are neglecting the ethereal high plains beyond Cheyenne and Laramie, the spectral rocks of Budewu, the Front Range, the Wind River Range, the Bighorns, and the most breathtaking views of the Milky Way in the lower 48. And there you have it, the top 20 states to live in the U.S. for 2024. Remember, the perfect state depends on your priorities, but hopefully we've sparked some inspiration. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our content.